everyone to my video. So today I'm going to be talking about teething and little basically helpful tips that will help you and your baby. The more older they get, the more the teeth are going to come through. So yeah, this is just going to give you some helpful tips. I'm going to use my laptop and NHS website. So obviously some tips will be from my opinion and my actual life. But anyway, the tips I'm going to give you will be off NHS website, but during my explanation of these tips, I will then tell you based on what I think, if I've used it, if I think it's successful with my baby, and if it's not. So, I'm going to start with number one. So number one is teething rings. So there are loads of teething rings available in stores anywhere at all. Supermarkets, from markets and supermarkets to Amazon, you've got eBay. If you're from England, anywhere I think, to be honest with you. You can get different teething rings as well. So some teething rings can be cooled first in the fridge, which can help soothe the baby's gums. So I have a liquid one, so it has liquid inside it. I would show you now, but I'll literally put a picture up in a minute. Don't put it in the freezer as it could damage your baby's gums if it's frozen. But yeah, I have a liquid Teva which I put in the fridge, and if my little one is literally crying so hard, I do end up literally just taking out the fridge and just sticking it in their mouth. That actually does soothe their gums quite well. Yeah, don't tie a teething ring round the baby's neck. There may be a choking hazard. I don't think who would do this, but if you are, you really need help. But yeah, the instructions that come with the ring should tell you how long to chill it for. Although I just chill it for about an hour, 2 hours, and it's usually cold enough for the baby, for my little one anyway. Yeah, if your baby is chewing, one of the signs that your baby is teething, this is usually a tip to know if your baby is teething or not. But I've got such a cold. Don't know if it's a cold or hay fever. But getting back to this, your baby is chewing. One of the signs that your baby is teething is that they start to chew on their fingers, toys, or other objects they get hold of. If your baby is 6 months or older, mine's only 5.5, you can give them healthy things to chew on, such as raw fruit and veg. Pieces of apple or carrot are ideal. I give mine cucumber. She seems to like it, but it's because it's cold. Always stay close when your baby is eating in case they do choke. You have to be there on, like, literally next to them, watch them. Then there's another thing about if your baby's choking. I'm sure most people know what to do if their little one's choking. I'm sure they won't just stand there and watch them. But yeah, okay, so yeah, you could also try giving your baby a crust of bread or breadstick. So just make sure they are not gonna choke and hurt themselves. They might be sick because it's different foods. I've tried, as I said before, cucumber. You can try your own food, but mixed up, and you got loads of different things. It's just all depends on your baby and how you feel your baby is developing. Number 3 is teething gels. So my opinion on teething gels is I have Bonjela. So most people know this, but most people don't. I don't know if you're in a different country. Please comment below what teething gel you use, and I'd love to know where you get it from, the shop name, etc. But I use Bonjela, and it's a baby teething gel. So you put it on as many times as you want during the day, but preferably 4 hours in between. It's basically, it's a It says it contains a mild local anaesthetic and are only available from pharmacies. Speak to a pharmacist for firm advice. You can buy these in supermarkets, and mainly supermarket. You can buy them online. I wouldn't trust them. I'd literally buy them in the supermarket where I know where it's been. As it says, like, not everyone can be. This doesn't affect every baby. It does come with side effects, but it's specially designed for young children. But everyone is different, and your baby might not like it. It's recommended that parents try non-medical options for teething first, such as a teething ring. Your baby can grab onto stuff, then give them a teething ring or teething toy. Mine right now, I can give her a little toy, or she's asleep now, but I can give her a little toy and she'll stick that straight in her mouth. Now I know that she's teething, but then when she cries in pain, I know I've fed her and I've given her some water or drink, and I've checked that she's hot or cold and she's had wind and no nappy's done, I know that it's teething, because then I've put my finger in her mouth and she starts trying to bite it. So that's another tip on knowing. So that's number. Next one is paracetamol and ibuprofen for teething. So this says paracetamol and ibuprofen. So both basically mean doesn't give them tablets. Everyone probably knows babies can't have tablets. It's Calpol, Nurofen, Calpol. So if your baby is in pain, you can give them sugar-free painkiller medicine, which is Calpol. So in other countries it might be called different, but in England it's Calpol, Nurofen. And we have from 2 months plus, 3 months plus, and so on. So I think it's a 6 month plus as well. Obviously go by the age of your child, don't go any different. It says here paracetamol or ibuprofen can be given to relieve teething symptoms in babies and young children aged 3 months or older. Yeah, your baby might be different and start at 2 months. You don't know. Children under 16 years old should not have aspirin. I don't know why you'd give your baby aspirin unless doctors told you to. You need to get that checked. Always follow the instructions that come with this medicine, obviously. If you're not sure, speak to a GP or pharmacist, obviously. But it's a bit hard at the moment during lockdown. Okay, comforting a teething baby. I'm just reading. I haven't got many left actually, guys. So, comforting a teething baby. So, comforting or playing with your baby can distract them from any pain in their gums. So, they might be crying and crying and crying, but you might think, oh, they might be bored. Give them a toy to play with. They might stick it in their mouth. It might distract them from their actual pain in their mouth they've got. I personally give my baby loads of hugs and cuddles because that calms her down and it makes her very sleepy. The Nurofen, if you give her Nurofen, or Calpol, whatever you call it. Okay, yeah, so I give my little one loads of hugs because that seems to settle her a lot faster and a lot more efficient. But gently rubbing their gums as well, where you think it hurts, or rubbing all around their gums with a clean finger may also help. So obviously wash your finger, make it so it's clean, and then rub the gums where all the way around. If you know it hurts, if you're like, she's holding this cheek, it probably is this cheek, if it's this cheek, but just rub gently with a clean finger around all of her gums, and then it should soothe it, but it might not. So that's just a give and take with that, really. Okay, so this is, I'm in this part of the region now, is preventing teething rashes. I don't have any teething rashes on my baby, but she has dribbled so much and I'm going through like 6 bibs a day. And to be quite honest with you, I have no idea what. yeah, gently wiping their face may help prevent a rash. So unless you're gonna rub their face every 2 seconds, it's not gonna work. My little one dribbles like every 2 seconds and 1 second. I wipe her face and then she dribbles again. The best thing you can do is get a really thick bib, make sure you've got a bowl of soapy water, and then when it's really soaked, just dunk it in some soapy water, stick it out to dry, and then put another one on. Make sure you've got so many bibs, because I've got about 7 and she goes through about 6, 7 a day. The bibs I use are Tommy Tippy, and they're yellowy. They're called just dribble bibs. They've got the thick collar around, so that obviously the dribbles will absorb into the bib itself. But then that's that. Next one is caring for your baby's new teeth. So yeah, so this is obviously after the baby's teeth have come through, which is very irrelevant because the baby's teeth hasn't come through. This says you need to register baby with a dentist. No shit, Sherlock. You obviously need to register your baby for a dentist when their teeth start coming through. You're not just going to leave them, are you? Even you wouldn't leave your own teeth on your own, would you? But no, that's the teething, and I'm gonna just show you on top of here different teething stuff that I will mention that I've used myself. I'm just going to show you some. I'm going to upload some pictures of. I'm going to show you what sort of stuff I use for my little girl when she's teething. She doesn't do it every day, so it's a very off and off when I can do it. I will upload this as soon as I can, guys, and I will have to make sure that I have the pictures I actually have for her. But I'm going to explain first what I use, so the picture will be up there in the corner for you to know what I'm on about, whether you know and seen it before. This is what I use and this is what's worked so far. So it's called a baby food feeder. So you can put apples in it, pineapple in it, cucumber in it. This will obviously soothe their teeth, soothe their gums, obviously, because they haven't got teeth. Soothe their gums because of the coldness of their mouth. So this, and my little one loves it. She just sits there like, okay. So yeah, baby food feeder is literally a dummy, and you've got like a thing where with holes in. You just put the fruit in or whatever you want to put in there. There'll be a picture up there. Should be now. That's with what I'm talking about, and that's number one. Like obviously teething toys, so you've got the teething keys, you've got the teething monkey, all the teething toys, which I'll also up there show you. I've also got the teething mitt. I haven't actually explained to you how that works. So the baby always puts their hands in their mouth a lot. So this actually prevents them to putting their hands in their mouth a lot than they do. This is a mitt that you put onto their hands, and instead of their hands going into their mouth, they have a rubbery teething thing that they use. And basically, I think it comes in one size. I've got mine from Amazon, but I've shown you up there what things I actually use. Obviously, Arbonne Gel teething gel for babies. I got mine from, I think you get from supermarkets, anything. I think they're about £3 to £4 in English money. But yeah, so if I just have a look quickly. Okay, yeah, so I've also got a pink mini monkey teether. So it's a monkey that's rubbery and it's got different textures on it, so the baby also have the different textures, which is sensory. But on the back of the head of the monkey teether, it's got like a brush sense to it, so it's like it's a brush and you can brush your teeth, but that's meant to rub onto your gums, and you can put it in the fridge, don't put it in the freezer. It's meant to be really good and soothing for their gums. So again, that I didn't buy. My partner's partner's mum bought it for us, and I think it was Amazon. So check that out, which is up there. And I think that is it really for why I use, and obviously Nurofen, but I'll link down below descriptions of what sort of things I use and what really I need. But other than that, guys, I think that is the main stuff that's available for anyone who is doing at that stage at the moment with teething. But yeah, I love you and leave you guys, and I hope you enjoyed my video. But teething is going to take time, and I'll give you more tips. I'll give you more tips every now and then about what to do, how to do it. So hope you enjoyed my video, guys. I hope you love it so much. Okay, bye.